Bye-bye Barcelona, hello PSG. Welcome back to the Sportsmax Zone. The transfer move for Argentine legend Lionel Messi to French giants Paris Saint-Germain is a done deal. Messi will join the flamboyant duo of Neymar and Mbappe on a 2-year deal with the option to extend to a third year. The 34-year-old's PSG salary is worth around 25 million euros per year after tax with bonuses. After leaving the cash-strapped Barcelona, Messi arrived in Paris earlier Tuesday with his wife and 3 children. He leaves behind the Catalan giants, where he spent a staggering 21 years, scoring a total of 672 goals across 778 games. So with the signing of this 6-time Ballon d'Or winner Messi, PSG now has the highest wage bill of any sports team on the planet. Top 5 wage bill in the sport. So let's take a look at that. We have the LA Dodgers, that's baseball, 193 million euros. And of course, the highest paid player there. Of number 4, we have Barcelona, 195 million euros. They're ranked number 4, and their highest paid player, Antoine Griezmann. When it comes to high wage bill in number 3, Manchester United, they've spent 201 million euros. Their highest paid player there, Paul Pogba. Then in second position, Real Madrid, 212 million euros. And number 1, PSG, with a total of 256 million euros. And well, we know who that highest paid player is, Lionel Messi. Well, joining us now to discuss this move to PSG, we have a football analyst, Andre Sokolal. Andre, welcome to the Sportsmax Zone.
Hi, Mariah. Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's a pleasure to have you on the Sportsmax Zone. So we're starting with this big move, of course, Messi to PSG. How did that move grip you, and how does Messi stack up in that PSG team led by Pochettino?
Well, you know, a lot of people were still in shock and even in denial about this actually taking place. I mean, the writing was on the wall since last season when he asked to leave, but a lot of Barcelona fans and Messi fans and, you know, by extension, Argentina fans thought that, you know, the love for the club would eventually come through and it would pay off and he would stay. Unfortunately, for a lot of Barcelona fans, you know, the reality has hit that he is going. Even up until a couple hours ago last night, you know, the rumors were still flooding around that Barcelona were making a last desperate attempt. But as you can see, the move is official, and you know, going to PSG is a move that seems like the only logical one. PSG is the only team that could afford him. They're stacked with stars tactically. I mean, they have Neymar, Icardi, Di Maria, Mbappe. Hakimi was signed. They brought in Sergio Ramos. So you know, PSG is that team that really wants to cement themselves in the Champions League, and you know, having Leo Messi there is still something that's. If I'm utterly shocked by this. It's still hard to see him in a PSG jersey, but. I am not surprised, but still having, you know, it's still a bit of a reality check for me.
Definitely. And of course, you mentioned Neymar there. I want you to talk to me about the dynamic between Lionel Messi and Neymar. Of course, they played before at Barcelona. They won 2 La Liga titles, 3 Copa del Rey, a Champions League. Is it that with Messi being at PSG now, we're expected to see even, you know, the best of Neymar? Because, of course, he has fluctuated for some time. And, you know, that has been something a lot of people felt as if Neymar disappointed them. So with Messi there at the club, can they win the Champions League? Can they go on to win everything?
The easy answer is yes. You know, but PSG have been attempting to get to that pinnacle of Europe since, you know, the money started coming in. And, you know, we all know Neymar left Barcelona under, you know, strange circumstances. He wanted to be out of Messi's shadow. And, you know, we can see by the Copa America and how they embraced each other that the friendship is very strong. If you go on social media, they're very close. I mean, this is unprecedented because Messi's Argentinian, he is Brazilian. A couple of years ago, that was not really something you would expect. And for those who obviously follow them, you know, back in Barcelona, they had great chemistry. I really think the downfall of Barcelona began when Neymar left. And, you know, I think both players knew this. Neymar tried to come back. You know, they kept entertaining in the press that, you know, they would eventually reunite. And I think, you know, Messi, you know, it's obviously very difficult to say who will win the Champions League, but the ingredients are there I think they are definitely capable. PSG is a club that is a bit of a circus at times. There's a lot of chaos that goes on behind the scenes. Neymar may have that focus that he has been lacking with Messi reuniting with him at PSG, because as you know, he has been known for partying, always getting injured. But maybe bringing someone of Messi's caliber there who's also a friend will give them that focus they need to make that hurdle and win the Champions League. So I would say, yes, they are favorites.
Yeah. Would you say Pochettino has the quality as a coach to bring out the best in Messi? It's interesting looking back at his playing career that he was actually on the field when Messi made his debut as a 17-year-old. Pochettino was playing in defense for Espanyol, and Messi as a 17-year-old debuted for Barcelona. Pochettino was on the field at that point. And he's made no secret of the fact that as a coach, you want to coach the best, and it was always his dream to be coaching players like Messi. Do you see Pochettino bringing Messi at 34 years old to some of the best performances of his career?
The thing about Pochettino, he's a coach that I really admired even before he went to Tottenham. I really think that he is a coach that is still, this is probably his first real test with real stars. At Tottenham, he really brought the best out of a squad that, had some individual players that were great, but I think the emphasis was on having a strong team collectively. As you saw when he left, what happened, that's a whole other topic altogether. But I think it's going to be a challenge for him because in addition to having the best players on the field, anybody who works in football will know, just like playing a game behind me, you could have all the players and all the ingredients, but you need more than just that to get it done. And to answer your question, I think Pochettino, because of his relationship with Messi, not just because he's an Argentinian, but I think he has that strong relationship to at least get the best out of Messi. They do have a friendship before, and I think that the entire team, including Pochettino, do have a good chance of getting it together, and I think Pochettino is the guy to do it, and that's why they brought him in. However, great of coaches have tried, but I think Pochettino has what it takes.
Yeah, I wonder how soon we might see Messi. Neymar is on vacation. I think he was given an extended holiday after the Copa, so he didn't start the league on competition on the weekend. But I'm certain now that Messi has landed, Neymar will be in a rush to get into the training sessions.
Yes. So we all know Neymar is not shy from parties, but he got his dream. Messi is there, so I think this is the effect I'm talking about. Having somebody like Leo Messi there will add that focus, I think, especially to somebody like Neymar. He's probably going to jump on the first plane back, his private jets or whatever, and get back to the club and would love to play with Messi as soon as possible. I am sure all those players, Neymar included, are just salivating, just thinking about playing with this guy, because it seemed inconceivable just a couple of weeks ago that Messi would be there, and now he's there. So, yeah.
But Andrea, big names is just one thing. Do you think Messi has the proper supporting cast to help him, cross the line with the rest of the team? Of course, to win titles, because that's what he would want to do he's nearing the end of his career. And if we fail to recognize that, we'd be, in denial.
Correct. If you asked me this question 1 season ago, I would have said no. The cast was not as prepared as it should be. I always thought PSG was a bit unbalanced. I thought they were top-heavy in terms of attack. Everybody knows about Mbappe and, Neymar and Angel Di Maria, who sometimes gets forgotten sometimes, Icardi as well. But I think the signings they made, which is good business by Leonardo at the club, a lot of people are talking about their spending. But, they got Sergio Ramos, who also is getting up there in age, but he adds that experience, that winning mentality at Real Madrid. Which, perhaps was lacking. So you have two leaders now with Sergio Ramos and Messi. Then they made the signings of Hakimi, they have Paredes from Argentina, Verratti, who had a great Euros. And, that, I think, adds a little bit of balance that they did not have, not just in technical personnel, but in terms of the personality of the team. So I think they are a bit more balanced this time around. Like I said at the beginning, PSG is, it reminds me a little bit about Chelsea when they first started signing great players. You had all these great players, but you needed that element of luck, which is not very analytical. But I think now they have recognized the ingredients they need and have made signings with some senior players that are proven winners and some very young, talented players to balance that team, because they're offensively very strong, and I think they're a little bit more balanced. Not perfect, but balanced.
Well, I was rooting for some Premier League club Manchester City in particular, to take Lionel Messi. But of course, it seems as if these Premier League clubs as well, you know, they have broken the banks. We have Man City with Grealish, and of course talks about Harry Kane. Then we have Chelsea, they're sticking to trying to get Lukaku. So of course, you know, everybody had their plan already, and you know, it seems as if nobody had the money to get Lionel Messi. Is it that they just didn't want him, or you feel, as I felt, it's the financial constraints?
I believe it's the financial constraints because, you know, up to a couple of weeks ago, a lot of people, you know, were resigned to the fact that Leo Messi was going to stay at Barcelona. It looked like the romantic move. And of course, we saw that's different now. I think Manchester City, I don't think Pep will ever admit this, but I think if he knew about Messi's availability, maybe that Jack Grealish move may not have taken place, or something different would have taken place, because in terms of revenue, Messi guarantees you shirt sales just by his presence in the team. I think a lot of people thought when Sergio Aguero went across that meant he was going to stay. I don't think that people really expected his availability. And I also think financially, a lot of people were just not prepared to fork out that money. And, you know, it's only really two clubs really had the financial power to really give Messi what he needs, which was Manchester City, possibly Chelsea, and, well, we all know PSG, and we saw what took place. So I think it's financial, and as well as being surprised of Messi's availability.
Well, what I can say for sure is PSG's followers have doubled on Instagram. Of course, all the Barcelona fans have followed the PSG Instagram page. Andrew, we're looking forward to see Messi in that first game as he suit up for PSG. And thank you so much for joining us on the Sportsmax Zone. We'll connect again.
My pleasure.
Of course, Andre Suklal there lands, you know, giving his input, a football analyst from Trinidad and Tobago. We go to break. We'll be back.
Great.